Hello. I'm making some noise. My name is Paul, Robots with Coffee. I drew a comic strip at Drink and Draw a few nights ago, and I'm going to finish it up. I haven't really been drawing as much, although you may have seen something hither and yon. I did a sad Batman drawing a few nights ago. That's right. And I filmed it. But like yesterday and most of today, I spent working on cleaning my apartment and getting stuff ready for TFCon. Yesterday I went to the Art Institute. It was very inspiring. There's a very 60s countercultural display there currently, and it's kind of like if you like pop art, but not like Roy Lichtenstein or whatever his name is. How rude of me to not pretend not to know who he is or how to pronounce his name. But it's definitely different. It's definitely inspired by stuff that was going on around them, but not directly lifted as far as I can tell, which is, of course, the big thing about Lichtenstein's work, that he was making bazillions of dollars off of people's imagery, other images or art that they got paid nothing for. There's a lot of I think I'm a fan of like collage art, and I've made fan art for sure. But I would get out of doing this. Got me out of the habit of sort of like copying and pasting stuff for my own amusement, especially when I realized I was getting an audience. And I figured I better do the right thing. This is going to be like edited heavily because when I was at Drink and Draw, I was in a dark bar, and the idea kind of hit me, and also I knew I couldn't stay late, so I was trying to get as much done there as possible related to the layout. And so everything was penciled, and then I inked the lettering, and lettering is all crooked. Sounds me adjusting and moving. Oops. Yeah. So there you go. Anyway, Art Institute, and I saw a few of my favorites at the Modern Art Wing, and I went to the Art and Architecture, Art and Design Wing, and it was actually kind of bland. Some stuff hadn't changed. Some of the newer stuff was just like, oh, look at this garage. Look at this wild-looking garage someone designed. It's a garage. It's a parking garage. I don't really, care about a parking garage. It's just like, okay, I get it. But I wasn't too interested in that. I typically am. I typically enjoy going there. I hadn't been in a while. I haven't been downtown in a while. I hadn't been on the train in a long time. So you may have seen some of those pictures. That's a noise from, that's an alert. Sorry about that. This might be a longer one. If it's a longer one, I'm sorry. That's my elbow. Yeah, I hadn't been downtown in forever. So it was nice to go. I went downtown because, as you know, and if you've been watching these, my pen keeps splitting, and I realized I didn't have replacements. I had used them all up, and so I just didn't want to keep going that route. Just seeing how long I could use these pens for. So, yeah, I went to the post office. It's a different story. I went to the art store downtown, and they didn't have my pen. They had no pens. I couldn't believe it. They did not have my style, and they looked it up, and it was one of those things where they're like, okay, it says we have 20 something in stock, and they couldn't find any. So I went on their website and I ordered some. It's slightly cheaper actually, and I also ordered a couple grayscale markers. And I bought like a different kind of pen while I was there because my friend Jim Terry mentioned using these graphic pens, GRAPHIK, and I do like using the smaller width, even though they're more expensive. But yeah. So, and I also bought a refill of paint of watercolor in the event that anyone wants me to do any watercolors for the TFCon. I am considering for TFCon doing a sort of a online order and pickup. So I'll let you know. That's me moving yet again. Sorry. Perspective is probably going to be way off on this one. I'll have my digital work cut out for me. So yeah, and there's some other exhibits. I mean, they added a few new things to the modern art design. And then they have like a photography section in the basement, and that's always fun to go to. It's always different. So yeah, that was I decided to get off my butt and go do something else. Even though I wasn't drawing, and I got home and I went to bed. I was late for work yesterday for the first time that I was working there, like seriously late. Because I had a dream. I had bought a dog for $1. I bought a couple dogs, and in that part of the dream, when my alarm went off, I was about to feed the dogs, and I turned my alarm off because it was like, no, I'm busy. I have to go feed the dogs. That's why I was late for work, like well over half an hour. Actually, it was a half an hour and then another 10 minutes because I was outside at work ringing the bell to be let in and no one saw me. So that sucked. But until someone says something about it, and I have to explain myself, I'm not going to worry about it now. It's going alright. I'm going to take a moment to thank everybody who is posting Kickstarter package updates. Thank you so much. If you're a Kickstarter backer and you backed it, I really do appreciate it, and I appreciate you sharing your pictures. Alright, it's going to be a longer video, and I apologize. Now this is a 02 size pen, not to go quiet. I could have a 03, maybe I'll try the 03 out in just a second. On the last panel. So yeah, Kickstarter people sharing their pictures of the haul, I really appreciate it. I really appreciate you telling your friends, and you know, thank you so much. And I'm not burned out just after spending Monday going back and forth on the phone for a mishap with the bank, and then running around to the post office 3 or 4 times, and checking on my parents too. But doing all that, and I gotta say, I just haven't really been in the mood to draw, even though you've seen me draw some stuff. On here. Taking a quick swig of my root beer. It's my Spectre root beer. If you want to endorse me, please. Alright, so let's try the 03. Ooh, drum roll. Let's see how it works. So far, so good. There's ink coming out of the pen. That's nice. There's a siren in the background. And this Trumpbot character is not saying the same length for anything. Another thing I just did today, I didn't mention I was cleaning. I was going through a lot of my art supplies, and there's just stuff that I'm probably not going to be using anytime soon. So or like it was no longer in good shape. Alright, nice test run. Let's move it around one more time. Oh, and yeah, I'm drawing Trumpbot. But yeah, I'm grateful right now that things have worked out with the Kickstarter, in the sense that money was able to be made so that I can make more stuff, and like fully funded doesn't mean profitable, and that's not why I do it. It's not why I do it, although I would like $1 million. But what it does do is it helps me have more on hand for, like when I do go to TFCon. All right. Make this faster as I use an actual pen. Oh, this one's got to go on the garbage. Add this one to the list so I don't drag it to TFCon. So I just got to color in a suit, and then I'm done. You don't need to watch me do that. Key points: I went to the art museum, was inspired. Been hauling butt doing the Kickstarter stuff. Grateful that it's almost over. A couple things I gotta finish up on with it, but I appreciate again everybody who got something, and then everyone who's letting me know they're getting the Kickstarter arriving, and sharing with their friends that they got this hopefully cool thing. I super duper appreciate it, and I appreciate everybody who's watching this. Hopefully at 20 minutes it wasn't, time spent poorly. So thank you, and we'll see you later.